today I just wanted to make a really quick video, hopefully, and just show you me producing around a single loop that I dragged in. It's something I got off of Splice. Just drag. This is a great app to use, honestly. It's a website and you just click all the ones you like and you get the individual samples, and then it's uploaded to this nice little interface that you can have sitting over here. Pretty sweet stuff. I like it. So I'll let you hear this really quick. Without this, I'm sorry. I got started and then decided I should make a video on it. So here it goes. So now I'm gonna play it with this little shakuhachi I put on there. We're gonna start dragging in some of our instruments because we're gonna put the beat down first. I'm gonna go with my classic. It's a chunky kick and the snare, and we drag that in too. It's easy. Splice is great. Go look them up. And we're also gonna drag hi-hats in. Oh, okay. Why? What's going on? So Splice just decided to take a shit. Sometimes it likes to battle. Yeah, no, whatever. Let's take this. You gotta knock it out of full screen just to get it to work. Okay, yeah, that's embarrassing for Splice, but I'm not gonna filter it out. That's other than that, it's great. So here I grab my hi-hat to finish it up. I just look up hi-hat. I only have a few. Some of these are actual loops. That's good. We'll throw that in there. All right, so I'm gonna try to not be terrible and just record a beat really quick. Okay, quantize, Alt-0 is the shortcut. Hit apply. Alright, now we're going to see if we can put a snare in there. I usually do my snare first, but I just wanted to be wild. Okay, Alt-0. Go to probably quarter note. So now I'll come in here and even edit this. But hey, sometimes you just go into slip mode, make up your own bullshit, throw it together, and it sounds tight. And don't worry, it's not going to sound professional quite yet. We haven't even started mixing. But this is just giving us an idea of how we want things to go. Oh, we got our hi-hats. Do something simple. Record the whole thing. Why not? That's why not. Okay. Let's just put something in here. Spice it up. Yeah, that gives it just a little bit of a, you know, offset effect to kind of change up the vibe of it. And we're even going to do 808. And we'll use this one. I'm just going to record something and I'm going to go from there. Just something random. Honestly, I just needed to get something down. I really couldn't just sit there and try to come up with some kind of melody. So we'll come in here. Let's go back to full screen since we're not messing with Splice anymore. Roast. Now I'm just gonna really feel it out. I'm just trying to get groovy with it, throwing something together, making sure everything's in time. And you know what? I'm actually, with this, we're gonna do some like Suicide Boy type shit. And it has to be just right. We got us a little triplet there. Ooh, tell me that ain't fresh. I'm sorry if you're wearing like cheap Apple headphones or something, because you're probably not gonna be able to hear this that well. But if you're wearing good headphones or listening through a good system, or, you know, anything but a phone, that's gonna sound tight. Sorry if you're on the phone. Alright, you get the gist. It's really just, I guess I take a little more pride in my 808s than anything else. Alright, yeah. So, that may sound like garbage, or it may sound like the coolest thing you've ever fucking heard before. So now let's kind of start mixing all of this. And let's start up here. Let's just go back to soloing this. Let's get on the EQ. And for this, I'm actually not going to use the channel strip. We're going to use this stock EQ, 7-band. And let's go ahead. We're already going to cut off anything around below 30 to 50. We're going to try to boost around 100. Maybe we want to stay under 500. We don't even want to reach really 300, but we're going to try around here. Yeah, let's just try it right there. Screw it. And then for this, we really don't want it to get muddy. I usually say 500, but actually we're going to cancel out a little bit lower than that, around the 200, 300 range. I like to feel it out, as you can tell, you know. I like to see what I'm messing with. Alright, that's cool. And let's see if we're interested in boosting any of the high range. And, you know, for strings, they usually say, you know, this 5K, 7K, even 4K range, you kind of want to give a little bit of a boost. So we'll try that out. I don't know whether I want to do this lower range or you know, the 5K range. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I feel like our shakuhachi is a little bit airier, so we may use that really high range for it. We'll kind of keep this pluck down here around, I guess that's about, you know, 2K, 3K. Yeah. Alright, so we got a cool little EQ going there. What I should have done first is compress it a little bit, but the thing is, I'm not really going to compress it all that much. In fact, I'm going to rarely do anything. So let's go on down here to, let's use a CLA2A, another dummy compressor. Here we go. You know what, we're actually going to build the volume and the beat around this single thing, just like the title. See, I'm not fake news. So let's bring this in. Let's compress it. CLA2A again. In fact, here, I'll show you the CLA3A. Same thing, literally. I'm going to kind of make sure that the shakuhachi is coming in a little bit lower than the pluck. The shakuhachi just makes me think about Naruto, and I love it. Alright, so now we're going to bring in the kick. Now, the first thing I want to do is actually compress it. Yeah, you know what? And I'm definitely going to EQ it. I'm really not liking the chunkiness in it at the moment. No, let's use the G channel strip. A lot of people like that visual stuff, but you should also practice on like a channel strip kind of format, especially if you ever want to get in the studio and mess with the board, you know? Okay, instead of the cut, we're going to actually go to about 100 underneath it. Let's try boosting a little. EQing, a lot of people like to lower the levels on certain frequencies. But every here and there, you know, I wanna make some things pop out. It's a kick, you know. I wanna make it kind of gritty in a sense without even using distortion. So let's go to the snare. Yeah. Okay, let's definitely compress it. Yeah, I definitely want my snare up there with my kick. That's really the key to hip hop and a lot of trap tracks. You want to make sure that they're all up there. Let's go to hi-hats. I'm actually gonna, yeah, we're gonna compress it a little bit. Let's go to EQ. I kind of want to get some high frequency out of that. Just leave it like that, honestly. What I like to do is actually limit my 808. It's kind of sketchy, but Let's go. Really, let's go ahead and get crazy now. I like to go to my effects area and let's mess with some strings and keys, JJP presets. Guys, another thing I forgot to mention is really a lot of the time for most of my upfront loops, I like to give them a stereo spread. So I'll just go here and make it wider. So now you're surrounded by it and there's no escaping it. It brings a lot of warmth and fuzz with it. It's kind of questionable sometimes. Let's try something else. Let's go just with CLA effects in general. You didn't see that coming, did you? So now we got that popping. Let's go ahead and add some kind of crazy effect to this. And you may notice that my process is a little funny. Like, why would you EQ and then compress and then just throw an effect that changes it completely? That's an odd brain process I like to do with myself, is honestly clean it up and then throw it through something. So now let's throw an effect on the winds. I want to use CLA effects. I think that changes it up entirely. And let's try something out on the bass just for fun, you know. See, I'm digging this Quake one. I just wanted to give it some growl, maybe. I don't know. Maybe a pinch. Why not? I usually keep my bass head on mono, but sometimes some wide effects make it a little more interesting. There we go. Pretty tight. I dig it. I'm hearing this through beats. I don't know the actual sound. I would listen to them on my GPS. But for the most part, it sounds pretty good. God damn, I messed up this notebook. And it's cool because we can take this. Oh! And let's take this and put it right over here. And watch. You just put a couple of these down. And look at that. You got the intro already mapped out. I know this is not how you go about making a whole song. I would recommend a couple different things, but overall, I mean, I showed you how to make a beat really quick, how to wrap everything around that, and then how to mix it. And it add some cool effects and just make it sound a little bit different than anybody else could make it sound like, you know, just by adding simple plugins, EQing it differently and giving it a different vibe altogether. I'm very happy with it. Something I could just make really quick. And yeah, Facebook, I got Instagram. I'm going to leave the links to all that below. And I'm going to leave the link to my website. Visit saga7beatsbro.com and make sure that you buy some beats and support me. Email me. I still got the $100 producer a month deal going on. So if you're interested in that, email me at saga7bro@gmail.com. And okay. I'll see you guys later. Bye.